Hello.
Hello. Hello.
This is it.
This is the stuff that dreams are made of. This is the stuff that dreams are made of.
Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.
and Sean.
We are a couple of nuts.
This is the stuff
Talking.
that dreams are made of. This is the stuff
Okay.
that dreams.
Very good, honey.
Thank you. You know, you just have to speak it into the ether and then it becomes.
What up, nuts?
What's going on?
Welcome back to a couple of nuts talking, the podcast. So I tricked a buddy of mine into listening to all our episodes. I was like, hey, man, I mentioned you in one of our episodes. And he was like, what? I was like, I don't remember which one it is, though. You got to go back and listen. So he started from the very beginning, 53 episodes ago.
Sweetie pie, honey bunch. But you know what's funny is you didn't know you tricked him into that. You honestly thought
I
that
thought
you
maybe I
said,
did mention him.
and then realized later
But I
after about
didn't.
40 episodes in that you probably didn't. So
I'm talking
now
about you, Luke.
This is all about Luke.
Talking about you, Luke. You got duped into listening. So, but thanks
You're
for
welcome.
listening. You know,
Me
he got sick.
too.
He got real sick. I'm on blast. Put his little personal life on blast for a little bit. He got sick with the COVID.
With herpes. Oh,
Well, yeah, he's had that. No,
we're
he doesn't
kidding.
have
We're
that.
kidding.
Stop.
It's AIDS.
Yes, hon.
I'm sorry.
But he said that a couple of nuts was getting him through a really rough time while he had the COVID. So you're welcome, Luke.
Yeah.
We love you, buddy.
But we hear that from, that's not the first time we've heard that.
It's not.
And I think that's why we do it. For those two people.
We've been told by a couple people that we bring joy into their lives.
Yeah.
And
Actually look forward to these things.
looking at the analytics, we still got those people down under in Australia. They're sticking with us.
What's up, Mike?
Who are you?
You want me to do I'm going to do an Australian joke
Hey,
for them.
Australia.
I'm going to do an Australian joke for them.
Oh, hold on one sec. Australian listeners, go on our Instagram, ACON Podcast Talking. Is that it? I totally
we don't
forgot.
even know.
Go
You
on there
don't
and
even
message
know.
us. I want to know who you. We want to know who you are. More importantly, I want to know who you are.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yes, you do. She
I
does.
totally do. I
She
even
does. Good day, mates. Crocodile Dundee, one of my favorite films ever.
you realize you're making
Paul
them not
Rogan?
want to listen
Paul
anymore.
Rogan? Was that Paul Logan or Paul Rogan? Oh
Wait.
man, Crocodile Dundee 1 and 2. Well, man, when he goes to New York, when he comes to the States, forget about it. It's such a kooky fun ride. Crocodile 1 and Crocodile Dundee 2.
Babe.
Take it away, babe.
You're annoying me, and I have to be with you. So
That's not
I
a
choose
knife.
it.
Now that's a knife. You ever
Okay.
seen it?
I
He's
did.
in the subway in New York City, and someone tries to mug him. Real quick, Crocodile Dundee is this crocodile wrestler who lives down under in Australia. And then there's this journalist that goes to Australia to do an interview with him because he's known. He's legendary because supposedly a crocodile bit off one of his legs or arms or something like that. Anyways, they end up falling in love. He comes back to the States with her. They get together. They're living in New York. There's one scene that I absolutely love. Legendary. Where
Just one.
He's in the New York City subway, and a guy comes up and tries to maybe it's not the subway. It could be in an alleyway. I don't know why he's in an alley. Whatever. Someone tries to mug him in New York City, and they pull out this little switchblade, and Crocodile Dundee is fucking from down under, and he hunts alligators, so he's got a big old knife. So the guy pulls out the little switchblade,
Dick.
and then Crocodile Dundee goes like this, "That's not a knife." And then you hear,
I know what he says after that.
and then he goes like this, shink, and you hear his knife.
That's a knife.
And then it's a big ass knife. It's like a foot long. He's like, "Now that's a knife." And then the guy goes like, "Doo!" And then he runs away. And then I think
Oh my
he
God, honey! If someone
throws
doesn't care,
a
this
boomerang
is
at him. Boomerangs are Australian, right?
Yes.
I think that might be a different scene. Oh, that scene's awesome too. They're on the
No.
back of a
No.
limousine,
No.
and on the
Stop
back
it.
of a limousine.
Stop it! I mean it. I mean it. Everyone knows how to use Netflix and all the other streaming services. They
And
can
then
watch
on the
it.
back of a
No.
limousine.
No, Sean.
Crocodile Dundee.
And if you remember, I said I wanted to tell them a joke, and you just steamrolled into something, which, by the way, is their movie. I'm sure they watched it 100 million
Actually,
times.
it's an American movie, and probably Australian. Australia, do you like Crocodile Dundee, or is that like fucking Americanized? Oh shit, fuck you.
Okay. I don't know if you guys know this.
I don't know if you know this, but the rape
Stop.
rate.
I let you go on your stupid rant. This is what I mean.
Honey.
That's not nice.
How did it feel to be steamrolled, though? Because it's usually you.
It's rarely me, just so you know, Mr. Projector. You project onto others what you are.
I've been told by listeners that you steamroll, so continue.
Oh, yeah. Which listener? Luke? Your buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
How'd you know?
I'm going to ask him the next time I see him. Because I
know
have a
what to
feeling
do,
you're
Luke.
lying.
You know whose fucking side to be on.
No,
I'm gonna.
I want you to text him right now before he hears this and ask.
I will fuck you, Lou. Sometimes I fuck him.
Did you know the rape rate was higher in Australia than it is in America?
Is it really, babe?
Yeah.
Why? How? Why? How does that happen? How do you know?
Because I figured it out. I figured out why the rape rate is higher in Australia than it is in America.
Why is that?
It's because when they say no, it sounds like now. I'm going to rape you. No. Okay. Easiest rape ever.
Bethany Dwyer, ladies and gentlemen. Go to BethanyDwyer.com. She's a stand-up comedian.
Stop
Go to
it.
her YouTube channel, Bethany Dwyer.
You're
She
being
hasn't changed her
facetious.
name yet.
I
And
don't-
it's, we go places. And we go to hotels. And we want to put, I check us in, obviously, because I'm the man. And then like, do you want to add anyone to the room? And yes, I'd like to add my wife to the room so she could have a key and have access to everything too. So, and then she hands them her license, and it's a different last name. And they do look at us kind of. I mean, our regular places, no, they don't look at us so weird. But I feel like people that don't know us at the regular places kind of look at it like, oh, okay, and they don't really think that you're my wife.
No, I think you are looking way into it. I mean, look, my mom and her husband are the same. I know
We're
tons of
not your mom and your
Janelle
her
didn't.
husband.
I don't know if Janelle changed her name or not.
She
but like,
did it.
there's lots of honey. It's just easier. Like, it's so much crap for me to do, especially because I don't have all my stuff in this state. It's in another state. Like, for me to change my ID, I'd have to go to Illinois and do, like, it's just a lot. And we know, and that's all. And I changed it on Facebook, babe. Everybody can see it.
Because you're from Chicago. You're from Chicago.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Why?
I don't know. I'm sure our listeners would love to know about where you're from. And we're 53 episodes deep, and I mean, I'm sure we've mentioned that you're from Chicago, and people could hear. Oh, that's another thing Luke said. He's like, where is she from again? Because he could hear your little accent come through. Yeah, all right, Luke, you got mentioned a bunch this time.
It was worth it. We probably mentioned him 53 times.
So you better
once for every.
You better keep listening.
Look. There,
Oh,
just in
that
case.
sounds like
we
you're keep doing that.
look,
Yeah.
look.
Oh.
That's not good for our female listeners. They don't get it.
Well, you're
They're
just
like,
saying
that's
Luke.
gross.
Look.
Look. Oh, I see. So he can loop it and
Right.
get his
Yeah.
yeah.
He gets off on
His
weird shit
organic
like that.
plums off. Okay, listen. We can talk. Okay, never mind. Because you asked me a
Whereabouts
question
in
about
Chicago were you from? What was
on
it
the
like
south
growing
side
up there?
Chicago.
Where exactly?
It was 85th and Marquette.
Tell me about
By
that neighborhood. Is that a
commercial.
nice neighborhood?
No,
85 in Marquette. A lot of drugs
85th
and
and Marquette.
was that considered low income at the time? It's probably not
Yes.
anymore.
No, I actually I'm not sure now. I mean, I haven't been there. I don't know
You know
what
what's
it's like, but it
crazy?
was real bad.
Because we Google mapped it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And the house is beautiful. The houses are beautiful. There's similar areas here too, like in in Pasadena, and in like downtown LA in the Adams district. Those beautiful old craftsman houses
Mm-hmm.
that have been turned into like apartments, and they're
Would
just.
you guys consider that a steamroll again? I'm just curious.
Tell me more about Fifth and Marquette.
Oh, really?
babe.
So I'm gonna start talking and then you steamroll like per usual.
What was it like growing up in Chicago, Fifth and Marquette, South Side of Chicago?
It's not 5th and Marquette. It's 85th
Oh, 85th
and Marquette.
and Market.
Marquette.
Was
like,
there a bunch of markets there?
no,
You guys probably had Jewel, right?
we had Jewel. Yeah.
Piggly Wigglies? No, that might be a little
Piggly
more
Wiggly,
in the
that's
south.
East Coast or
East
South,
Coast.
I guess. Yeah. No, we had Dominic's and Jewel, instead of like Ralph's, and that was our grocery stores.
Is Jewel the Ralph's?
I'm not sure.
Or do you guys
No,
have
I
Kroger?
think Dominic's.
Did you
No,
have-
we don't have Kroger.
Oh.
We have Dominic's and we have Jewel. Isn't that weird that they think where you are regionally would make you want to go to a store more than another? And by the way, like I don't have one friend named Dominic or Ralph or Jewel. You know what I mean? Like,
Who will save your
that makes me not
soul?
want to go to Jewel.
Do
Do you know that I used to never go into the Jewel because they had these white tiles, like these white old kind of, it reminded me of like
What, on the ground or on the
on
walls?
the ground, that were like, they're just like school tiles. You know what I'm talking about? They're not even tile. It's like vinyl or something. I don't know. And I
I'm trying
hated
to picture it.
I
can't
hated
picture
the
it.
way it looked so much. I could never shop there. I was like, I can't
Just
stand your
because of
floor.
the way it looked.
Yes, and it would have like little foot squares,
Hmm.
and every once in a while there'd be one random colored square, and I hated that too. I was just like, what is going
That
on?
seems vaguely familiar. I feel like I've seen that somewhere before.
Yeah, I just didn't like Jewel at all. I hate the way it was lit up.
Who the hell is Dominique?
Dominic, I don't know. Or well, who's Ralph? Ralph's.
I wonder why they did that, because
And then
Ralph's
John's.
is Kroger. Yeah, then there's John's, then there was Vaughn's,
Mm-hmm.
which I always thought was funny. I was like, wait a minute, they just switched one letter.
I don't know if we're talking about the Mandela Effect or not, but did you guys have something called Jay's potato chips? Or just Lay's?
No, we just had Lay's.
Okay, so just so you know, I remember
I think I remember you saying you
quite
had Jay's.
vividly. I mean, who eats more potato? Have you ever seen anyone eat more potato chips than someone we know?
Yeah, you eat a lot of potato chips, babe. You like
Well,
to
no,
get a
not just me. Guess where I got it from?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
My
Mom,
mother,
Mom,
okay?
Mom loves
And
it. But you eat a lot, too.
I do.
That explains it.
What?
Why you eat so many potato chips.
Yeah, 'cause Mom. Crunch, crunch. It's also supposed to be you eat potato chips, anything crunchy when you're stressed out. But listen, there were potato chips. The company was called Jay's. If you remember this, please comment, because people are telling me it was never Jay's. It was always Lay's. Let me see if you can even look it up now.
Oh,
if
I
anything
see.
says-
This kind of just took a turn. We're going down the Mandela Effect road, huh?
Okay, this is crazy, babe. Before I tell you what I just researched,
Okay.
when I said that no one remembered Jay's, everyone said it was Lay's, and then I couldn't find anything on Jay's. And do you remember when we had this conversation early in our relationship?
I remember you talking about a certain type of potato chip,
Right.
because it was in a movie. It was in like a movie or a show that was in Chicago. And they had the potato chip that you were talking about. I just don't remember the name of it.
Well, no, they didn't. It didn't say Jay's. It said something else. And I said, oh, you guys have Lay's and we have Jay's. And I was like, have you ever heard it? And you were like, no. And I was
Right.
like, let me show you.
I
And then
remember that.
we could not find anything. And you kept saying, babe, it's just something you're remembering that's not
I
real.
do remember us finding Jay's potato chips, because it said, or there was another potato chip
No,
name?
it was a different name, and it wasn't Jay's, but it looked like the logo, and it rhymed with Lay's. Anyways.
It wasn't Jay. It wasn't Lay's.
I heard them
but it
kill
was
'em.
Jay's, and it rhymed with K's. Anyways.
Okay, it was a bag of potato chips called Gays, and they were so delicious and so salty.
They were so fantastic.
They were salty in my mouth, and like, okay, so stop. Well, now you just ruined it, because that's not how I remember it at all. I remember us not being able to find it, and you doing what you always do, which is
Okay.
you don't remember it. That's what I remember vividly. And by the way, you're mostly on heroin at that time,
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
true.
going to go
It's
with
true.
my memory. And I remember going online and looking, can't find it. Now, not for nothing. There
You know
have
something?
been-
You can't keep using that as an excuse, me being on heroin all the time.
Shh. So I just looked it up now, and remember we said like we felt like we shifted timelines or something.
Yeah.
Like we did a like we feel different. Things are
Timeline shift.
different. Timeline shift.
jump, they call
Well,
it.
I just looked it up, and now you can fucking just get Jay's on Amazon. Like,
I feel like I remember Jay's.
Mm-mm.
Like I know. But anyways, the Mandela Effect refers to widespread false memories that large numbers of people or a group of individuals believe. They may be harmless, but can also support conspiracy theories or political agendas. Memory is not a perfect recording of events that happened. It can change with time
that's what they say
and
to
with
mess
practice and priming.
it up. I'm gonna remember my memories, thank you, especially when they're not emotionally based. Like, I agree with that if there's emotion or trauma involved, but when you're just thinking about memories in general, I don't think that you remember things oddly. or wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a picture in your brain.
You want to hear a couple examples of some Mandela effects?
I'm going to tell you some that I know and then give yours.
Okay. Wait, so you want to go?
Well, because I'm afraid if you have a whole list of them because
I'm
you're
just
looking
looking
it
on
up.
the computer.
I know. I have one in my head that we've talked about with Shaq being Aladdin.
Well, that's Sinbad's
I mean,
Shazam.
Sinbad. I
We
mean, yeah,
thought
Sinbad Shazam.
A
Sorry.
lot of people remember a movie where Sinbad, the stand-up comedian, plays a genie in a movie in the 90s.
And then they said it was Shaq, right?
Well,
Or
no,
LeBron.
there
Who
is
is
a
it?
movie with Shaq called Kazam.
Right.
But there is no Shazam.
Right. So don't you think that's odd? And I'm talking a lot of people. Like, I remember it, Sinbad.
It's an interesting thing because I see the picture in my head of the cover, and I see Sinbad in the genie outfit.
Yep.
It's just a weird thing that who cares? Like, why would they do such a big deal? So then there's also the in Star Wars, a lot of people think Darth Vader says to Luke Skywalker, "Luke, I am your father." That's a misquote. Apparently he says, "No, I am your father," not Luke. But everybody says, "Luke, I am your father." I think that just happened and then it spread. I don't know why everybody thought that. I didn't really care about Star Wars. I like them. I like those first 3 old ones, but
I don't like it. I mean, it's whatever to me.
Berenstain Bears. Many fans of the popular children's series, the Berenstain Bears, remember the Bears family name as Berenstain after the authors. In reality, both the Bears and the author's name are Berenstain, not Stein.
Yeah, they leave a mark.
That's a Mandela effect.
What about? Oh, I just had it in my brain.
Do you want me to read what this medicalnewstoday.com says the causes and stuff of this is?
Sure. What lies are they going to tell us?
Yeah. Memory is highly malleable. Input from other people can change memories, causing people to misremember events or remember events that never happened. Some potential causes of the Mandela effect include false memories.
Can I just interject for a second? This would totally make sense if it was one person. But the fact that there are thousands and thousands of people who remember things this way, I'm hard pressed to go, oh, okay, I'm going to take your Google search that says it's a.
I mean, Google lies. It can be manipulated. Yeah. It truly can. It truly can. Researchers have even discovered a method of inducing false memories called the Deese-Rodger-McDermott task paradigm. During the DRM task paradigm, participants read a list of related words such as zebra, monkey, whale, snake, elephant. After reading the list, researchers will ask the participants whether or not they recall a lure word, which is a related word that is not on the list. Usually the participants will recognize the lure word and recall reading it, even though it was never on the list. Weird. Okay, confabulation. Confabulations are false memories a person spontaneously generates. Often that's what my uncle told me. You just got confabulation, little boy.
I never touched you.
You just got confabulation, little boy.
That's not really your butt.
Go to sleep, little boy.
That's not really your pee-pee.
This isn't my pee-pee.
This isn't my mouth. Your uncle's mouth.
For example, a person who does not recall what happened to Nelson.
You know what's funny is we're laughing, and for other people it's dark. Just so you know, we've both been molested.
We've both been molested.
So it's
just
fine.
So we
can say
we
stuff
can say
like
whatever
this.
we want.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela might conclude that he died a long time ago and then report remembering this fact. The person is not lying. They truly believe the false memory. So that's why I would start the Mandela, because they thought Nelson Mandela died. That's what they call it that?
Yes. Just like Richard Simmons. How many times has he died? And Dr. Ruth, right? That just happened, supposedly.
Whoa. So it keeps going down, confabulation. Then there's something called priming.
Programming.
In psychology, priming describes a phenomenon in which exposure to a stimulus directly influences a person's response to a subsequent stimulus. For example, if a person reads or hears the word grass, they will recognize another related word, such as tree or lawnmower,
or weed,
more quickly than an unrelated word. Priming uses suggestive techniques to trigger a certain response. For instance, did you grab the red ball from the shelf? Is more suggestive than the phrase, did you take anything from the shelf?
Yeah,
Okay, anyway.
red ball.
And then it says alternate realities or parallel
See?
universes.
Okay.
Okay, there's the truth. Now let's see what they say about that.
See, they put that at the end in hopes you don't keep reading because you're like, this is bullshit.
Okay. Whoa. Broom describes the Mandela Effect as a clear memory of an event that never occurred in this reality. Her explanation ties into several popular theories that suggest the Mandela Effect occurs when our reality interacts with other alternate realities or parallel
That's what we were just-
universes.
Thank you. That's what I said.
While these explanations draw upon real physics theories, they lack scientific reports. Science is ever changing. Fuck your scientific report. For example, some argue that the Mandela Effect provides evidence for multiple universes. Some physicists, drawing on theories such as string theory, argue that there are infinite possible universes. I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Scientists have not tested the claim that the Mandela Effect provides evidence for multiple universes. Evidence from memory research suggests that other theories of false memory might better explain the phenomenon, while mathematical modeling supports string theory and the notion of multiple universes. Both remain controversial. So they're not saying that that's not a thing.
No, of course it's a thing. Sean, please, like I said, you can't have
Right here on
thousands and
medicalnewstoday.com.
thousands and thousands of people remembering something and then everyone just goes, oh, no, that's not what it is.
Oh,
like
no.
you can't. Oh, no.
I should have that clip
You
of our song.
should.
Man, that's a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. I totally forgot what we were talking about now.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mandela Effect, babe.
Medicalnews.com is saying that there's alternate universes, parallel universes, and alternate realities.
Listen, we've talked about this too, but I've said there are. First of all, I have very shoddy memory of when I was a kid. I have none. But the things that I do remember, I am really strong on. And there are certain things that I'm like, you can't tell me otherwise. Like, I lived it. It's my experience.
I agree.
And I don't care what you say. And the fact that, like I said, thousands of people have it, there's something, like, sometimes there's things you can't explain. I mean, you can, but they won't explain.
I mean, I understand the argument, though. Like, how the fuck is a movie with Sinbad about a genie? What does that matter for anything?
Right. So you're saying, why would they do that? Here's what I think. Here's what I think. I don't think it's necessarily a why would they do that. Like, I don't think they thought ahead and said, well, you know, it'll be great to see if. Now, by the way, I have two theories. So one theory is they totally are testing us on little things to see what we catch and what we don't, like Mandela, like the.
But why
Sinbad,
would it be
like
a
Richard
movie
Simmons.
with a B/C actor,
Exactly.
comedian?
But if he was he wasn't, honey. He was huge. He was a very big comedian back
At a
then.
point in time.
Yeah. That's when he did the movie, by the way. That's when he did the movie. So,
and he's actually more relevant now than ever because of this.
well, now
Mandela
if you
effect.
notice, he's making fun of it. And
he
he's
makes
going,
fun of it.
and he says, "Yeah, I did it."
Yeah, of course.
But you don't
Why
know if
wouldn't
he's
you
being
have fun with it?
facetious or not. Well, but here's the thing.
But if it was an alternate reality,
hold
he
on.
wouldn't know
Yeah,
in
let me
this
finish.
reality that he did it.
So, yeah, they could be doing this and just checking to see how much we catch on. Or is it that when you cross timelines, you can't control everything, and in one timeline he got the part, and in another one Shaq did. Like you and they changed the title of the movie. Like, you cannot keep everything the same. That's the whole reason why you jump
the
a
big
timeline.
Deal? Why wouldn't they want us to know about parallel universes?
I don't.
What's the big deal?
Are you kidding? Look at when we have discussions with certain people where they're like, they look at us like we're fucking nuts.
I know
and
they
all
hold
I
on
have
to
to
it
say
like
is,
it's the end of the world, but like,
ew.
hey, see that?
Yeah, dust. So, but here's the
Told
thing.
ya.
A lot of people can't handle the truth. That movie with Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson, you can't handle the truth.
Few
I
good
think-
men.
I think that they honestly, most people can't. If you talk to a person who's in a 9-to-5 family, like just does their thing, goes to Walmart, and by the way, I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. I'm just saying they live their life and they don't really think outside their life box.
That's funny.
And you sit down with them and we were to have these conversations, they would look at us like we're crazy ding dong and we live on the street and we need help and pills, when we're going, how can you not see this? Like, there's so many signs. I'll give you, for instance.
That's funny. I just imagined a time traveler coming into a suburban dad's home and be like, "I'm from the future. You gotta come with me to save humanity."
Right, it'd be us. You guys are the only one who believe in the Mandela Effect.
It's Bob, the manager from Kroger down the street.
Well,
He's
he's
like,
in
"Wait
that
a
body,
minute,
but we don't
what?"
know. But think about
Bob's
this.
got a gut and a mustache and some glasses, and
Bob,
he's got two
I just
wonderful
called you
children.
Bob instead of
He's
Babe.
got 2 wonderful children and a wife, and he's had this job for 20 years or so. And
Babe.
then a time traveler comes into his world.
Do you
want to
know
rocks his world?
Stop. Do you want to know what is an ultimate future teller? The Bible.
Yeah.
The Bible. It's the Revelations. I mean, it's clear as day. And people don't take that as anything.
Ever.
Yeah. But obviously there's a time travel involved or some sort of psychic ability.
Yeah, but we don't.
But I'm just saying
I know.
that alone, okay? And then if you've had any God shots or experiences with God where you're like, that was a miracle. I can't believe I'm alive. That's amazing. I just see the sign of that. You have to know that divine design is in play. And if you can't see that, then you're right. We can't have a discussion about this. And I hope and pray for you that you get one because
We love you.
we love you and hope for you
Hold
to
on a
get
second.
it.
Can I do something really quick?
Yeah, hold on. Princess. She kept scratching.
Hold on.
that
I just
spot.
want to do something really quick. Hello, Bob. My name is Agent Dodie. I'm from the future. I'm here because you are going to come with me to save humanity. And then
Is this
Bob,
Robo?
I don't know. I was just creating a movie. I was just imagining Bob in the Midwest, and then a time traveler comes into his world and rocks his world.
But also, the other theory is, because I only talked about the one theory.
It was so much
where
better
they
in my
make
head, but when I
mess-ups.
started to say it, it was so much better. The
Yeah, it was
movie,
really bad.
the movie preview that I was gonna do was. Hold on, let me try
That's
it
why
again.
movies are visuals.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Bob, hon, could you get that casserole out the oven? I just smell something burning.
Why
Hello,
is there
Bob. My name is Agent Dodie. I'm from the future.
You're
You
doing the
must come with
same
me to
exact
save
thing.
humanity.
You're doing the same exact thing. It's just as dumb but louder.
Wait a minute.
But why is there why is there a casserole in your oven? Why do you have money in your
Okay,
oven?
you know that's not what I said.
No, I really don't.
Agent Dodie.
Why do you have a casserole in casserole?
casserole?
Oh my God, Sean,
Very
listen
good.
back. You said casserole.
Because he's talking like this, understand? He's an agent from the
Why
future.
would the agent not open his mouth when he talks?
Because he's got such important work to do.
It doesn't make sense. He'd be more effective and
Hi,
efficient.
Bob. My name is Agent Dodie from the future.
Can you
must
stop?
come with me
It's
to
so
save
bad.
humanity.
It didn't work the first 8 times.
I'd watch that.
The
movie.
only one
Honey,
laughing right now is Luke.
I swear that movie exists.
You know Luke is going to
Mandela
come into
Effect.
work and he's going to look at your face and he's going to go, "Hey, Bob." That's what he's going to do. And he's probably going to make a fucking Instagram
No, there's
about it.
really fun. There's really funny TikToks of people. There's these triplets that go and they dress up the same, and they set up a camera, and like they'll all be stationed at different places, and they'll walk past a person. They'll be like, oh, excuse me, and then the person keeps walking, and then the next one will go like, oh, excuse me,
Yeah, I've seen that.
and then you could see the person look confused, and the third one, oh, excuse me. It's funny. Or the
Okay.
one where they go to people on the phone.
Can you stop? We're not
hold on.
promoting the fucking
It's
trip.
not. It's not the triplets. And then or the one that goes up to people in like Walmart, say, "Hey, can you help me find this?" And then on the phone, it's someone saying, "Wake up,
That's
wake
funny.
up." And then the person looks at him and starts saying, "Wake up."
That's what we're going to do at the end of this. Wake up, people.
Wake
up.
up. This is the end of this.
No.
How time flies.
We didn't really get to talk
When
about
you're
Mandela Effect because
having
you
fun.
did so much stupid
The
shit.
entire episode
No,
was about the
The
Mandela
entire episode
Effect.
was about Luke and Earth Dark Day, Bob. Hey,
Hi,
Bob.
Bob.
Stop.
I'm Agent
I'm
Dodie.
moving his microphone. No. I'm done with that.
Honey,
Stop.
we started talking
And
about
then
you.
crikey and fucking.
Oh, this episode
Oh
was
my God.
great.
You're so stupid.
Woo! We went into you being from Chicago for a minute, and then
This is what steamrolling is, honey. The
and then the
steamroll
Jays.
is. Can I just tell you life with Sean? Sean is
God.
this. Hey, babe, how you doing? And then I go, I'm okay. So we're going to do this, and I'm
That's
going to go to
such
the
a
bank. I'm going to get a car wash. I'm going to go eat. I'm
Now
hungry. Are
that's
you hungry?
true.
I make coffee.
All
I'm
of
going to get
that's-
coffee.
yeah.
Like everything
All-
is about you all the
Hey,
time.
check this out.
But you sneak attack it with a question to make it feel like you're
It's a
not
cup of coffee.
in a narcissist thought process.
You explained to me how going to get you groceries, washing your car, filling up your car with gas is narcissistic.
Because when you come home, you go, I'm so sweet. I'm so amazing.
Yeah, I
Look
do,
what I did."
because I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have so much fucking coffee in your mustache right now.
I know, my microphone smells like shit
And
and
you
coffee.
have like something on your chest hair because he has a. Is
I
that
can't believe how
chips?
much. Oh,
what was
the
that?
hell
Is that
this?
tallow?
I can't believe how much chest hair. I'm getting more and more chest hair as the days go
Unbelievable.
by.
Can I tell
Going
you?
on my shoulders now.
He was a naked cherub when
no, I had nip hair and a
No,
little
you had
bit
a
on my
tiny little
stomach.
patch. A tiny little patch in your stomach,
And my dent.
but it was around your navel and around your nips, and that was it. They were circle hairballs around. You just had 3. It was like a 2 eyes
Do you
and a
think
nose.
it's the kratom or it's just the age?
I mean, I don't know.
No, because you lose your hair with kratom.
That's true. Were you gonna high five me on that?
No, I'm looking at my shoulders. Look, I got little tufts of hair
You
on my
always have little
shoulders.
tiny weird hairs there.
Not on my back though. My back is clean.
That is
There's
right.
Some random scragglies.
I would leave you. I'm just kidding. You already have back hair too, babe. Not as much as normal people, but that's all
Okay.
the soy. That's all the soy and
Okay.
and the toxins in the water.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing we're done. You
All
said
the-
we're done. We have
We're
to stop?
done. We're
All
done.
right.
This didn't go out at all how I expected it at all.
No, of course, nothing
Usually
about
that's
me.
how it goes here with a couple of nuts. Be sure to follow us, ACON Podcast. Like us and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to. Leave us a review.
Share it with your friends.
If you're listening
people.
on Spotify, I there's a little question there. It says, what do you want us to talk about? You can answer that now. It's a new feature that you can do. Go on the Spotify, find the question. What do you want us to talk about? Let
Yeah.
us know.
Leave us reviews on any of the streamers that you're listening to.
Yeah.
Any of this stuff helps us and gets us out there. And especially in Australia, throw a party or like an ACON party or something.
That's what's up. We'll be down. I'd want to go down there at some point.
Yes. Well, luckily it's down under, so we would be, even though
All right.
it is up
Well,
for us. Okay.
a lot of fun. Luke, bye
I mean,
for now.
It's basically called Luke episode.
Oh my God! You know what? I just thought about
What?
It's crazy.
You're going to name it Luke?
No, the Mandela Effect.
We could say we did talk about him, and then we don't know why it wasn't in there anymore.
Well, but I was also because the Luke, I am your father thing. That's pretty crazy how that.
Oh my
wrapped
God,
into
he
this.
is Luke.
That's what I'm saying. It all kind of wrapped in. Weird. I smell laundry detergent.
I
Let's
do
get
too.
out of
We're
here.
just
Bye
smelling
for
toxic.
now.
Stay nutty, everybody.
Gimpses.
Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.
and Sean.
We are a couple of nuts.